What's going on, everybody, and welcome to my review for The Beekeeper. This is directed by David Ayer, who previously directed films like Suicide Squad, the 2016 film, and Fury. This is starring Jason Statham, who is a beekeeper. You might be wondering, what is a beekeeper? Does it quite literally mean that he keeps bees? Well, yes, it does. His hobby is to take care of bees and get some honey, but he also, you can obviously tell, had a past where he was like some sort of special ops uh, kind of assassin kind of guy. Some might even call him the boogeyman, just like John Wick. This movie feels a lot like John Wick in a sense where, Jason Statham's character feels like Keanu Reeves in John Wick. Now, the movie doesn't have as intense as stunts or action as those films, but it definitely does allude to that sort of feeling and that sort of tone. And this is a movie that Jason Statham's going after the scammers, people that take advantage of the people that make phone calls and say, "Hey, my internet's not working," or "I'm having a virus on my computer. This is the phone number that I was sent to call, and I'm going to do it now. Now you're going to take my information along with all my money." And someone that he's close to gets affected by this. So what does he do? He goes out for revenge to protect the hive. This movie, a lot of people have said, feels like a 90s action movie, which I can agree with. I think that the tone is certainly there, especially within the first like 30 minutes, the first hour of the movie. The tone is extremely consistent, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, but seriously enough to where you get behind Jason Statham's character when he's going after all these scammers. But towards the end of the film, the latter half of the film, I think it starts to take itself a little too seriously to the point where I'd not checked out of it, but the point where I just wasn't having as much fun necessarily with it. The movie goes into different sort of territory where you have Josh Hutcherson's character, who is the son of someone very important in the world, and he's kind of very irresponsible. Jeremy Irons, who's sort of the guy who's kind of like a father figure to him, that's sort of trying to keep him on the leash, even though that might be hard to do. I think Josh Hutcherson is good in the film. I think Jeremy Irons is good in the film. And Jason Statham, as the lead, is certainly good in this film, even though I don't think he's given much to do other than walk around like a badass and kill people. So I don't really think there was a lot of development there, but I think that's okay. But like I said, towards the end of the film, it does start to take itself a little too seriously, where it sort of takes me back saying, okay, this is getting a little too much for me. When you're dealing with the movie with every 10 minutes, someone going, "He's a beekeeper," and, "Oh, better watch out because he's just a beekeeper." There's just a lot of bee puns in this film that gets a little tiring, I would say, by the end of it, but this is all sort of nitpicks. I think this is a very fun movie. I think that the action is good, and I think the story and the kind of overall idea of, a film where your lead is going after scammers. I think that's really relatable because people are getting scammed every day. Now, it is taken to a bit of an extreme, like I said, by the time that the movie ends. But in the end of the day, it's a fun movie. I didn't quite love The Beekeeper, but I did really enjoy it. And I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And look, when this hits, Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray, whatever it's going to come on, I can see myself picking this up. I did enjoy it enough to put it in my collection. So what did you guys think about The Beekeeper? Comment that down below. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for a bunch of future reviews. We've got a bunch of 2024 new release films we'll be checking out. The final few 2023 new release films that are trickling in that I have to check out. And you can expect my list for the top 10 films of 2023. And that's going to be coming, like I said, within the next week, certainly within the next 2 weeks. You can follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram and TikTok at KingOrRises131. And that's about it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for The Beekeeper. And until next time, over and out.